Now, this class I am going to discuss about universal sets. Okay, before going to universal set, I am giving one example. See, in our home, one hall room is there, and one bedroom, and one kitchen, and one is washroom. Okay, in our home, one room is hall and one room is bedroom, one room is kitchen and one room is washroom. So here in this example, home is represented as like a universal set. Okay, so universal set is represented by mu symbol. Mu symbol, this is somewhat extended. U here left side somewhat extended, this is called as a mu symbol. Okay, so now how we should represent a universal set? See here, first we should draw a rectangular box. Here mu symbol. This rectangular box represented by a universal set. So this is a, just now we have taken one example, that is home. Here universal set is home. In that, hall. This is hall, and this is bedroom, and this is kitchen, and one more washroom. So based on this example, what we have understand here, in this home, hall, bedroom, kitchen, washroom, all are available in this home. So home is act as a universal set. This hall, bedroom, kitchen, washroom are act as a different types of sets. So finally we conclude that what is mean by universal set. So different types of sets in it. Universal set means what? The different types of sets in it is called as a universal set. So universal set is a represented by a one rectangular box, and the symbol of universal set is mu. So in this example, home is a universal set, and hall, bedroom, kitchen, washroom, these all are different types of sets. So here different types of sets in one rectangular box, that is called as a universal set. Okay, I am giving one more example. See, okay, so here we know real numbers. These real numbers are divided into two types. One is rational numbers and one is irrational numbers. So here real numbers are represented by capital R, rational numbers Q, and irrational numbers Q dash. These rational numbers are divided into types. Here first one, natural numbers, next whole numbers, next integers. Natural numbers, whole numbers, integers. So here we know natural numbers are starts from 1, whole numbers are starts from 0, and here integers are some combination of some positive numbers and some negative numbers, and rational numbers are in the form of p by q. Irrational numbers are not in the form of p by q, and the combination of rational numbers and irrational number is real numbers. Already we have discussed it in first chapter clearly. Now how we can represent the universal set based on this given data? So let us take real number is a universal set here. So we can draw one rectangular box. This is a universal set. Universal set symbol is mu. So real number is a universal set. Real number represented by capital R. So these real numbers are divided into two types. One is rational number and one is irrational number. This is rational number. Rational numbers are represented by Q. Here irrational numbers are represented by Q dash. Okay, in this rational numbers we have natural numbers, whole numbers, and integers. So here first integers, and inside of that whole numbers, again inside natural numbers. inside natural numbers. So basically what here, natural number is subset of whole numbers. Whole numbers are subset of integers. Integers are subset of rational numbers, and these rational numbers are subset of real numbers. Subset of real numbers. So here, based on this real numbers is a universal set. These real numbers are divided into two types. Here rational and irrational numbers, and here in this rational numbers we have integers and whole numbers and natural numbers. So all the sets in it, all the sets are in the real number set. All the sets are in the real number set. So here real numbers act as a universal set. Real numbers act as a universal set. So finally what we conclude here based on these two example, what is mean by universal set? Universal set means main set. Okay, the combination of the all sets in it, the different types of sets in that rectangular box, in that is called as a universal set. So based on this we know here natural numbers are starts from 1. Here whole numbers are starts from 0. Here set of whole numbers is 0, 1, 2, 3. Set of natural numbers are 1, 2, 3, 4. Means here what is the difference between natural numbers and whole numbers? Natural numbers are starts from 1. If we include 0 to natural numbers, that is a whole number. Again, if we include 2 negative numbers to the whole numbers, that is a integers. Again, integers, all the integers are rational numbers, and this rational number in the rational number combination is real numbers. Okay now, so here the natural numbers are subset of whole numbers. The natural numbers is subset of whole numbers, and the whole number is subset of integers, and the integer is subset of rational numbers, and this rational number subset of the rational numbers is subset of the real numbers. Rational numbers subset of the real numbers. So here what is mean by subset? What is mean by subset? All the elements of the set present in the set. Here all the elements of the set N is present in the all the elements of the set W. So here in this N 1, 2, 3, 4 so on elements are there. These all the elements in the set present in the whole number set. Yes or no? Yes. Why? Because whole number starts from 0. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So from 1, 2, 3, 4 all the elements present in it. Present in it. That is, on that time we can call it, we can use subset. We can use subset. So here once we observe that natural numbers are subset to whole numbers, but now whole numbers does not subset to the natural numbers. Whole numbers does not subset the natural numbers. Why? Because all the elements of whole numbers not present in the set N. Present in the set N. Okay. For example, English alphabet A is equal to A, B, C, so on up to Z. A, B, C, so on up to Z. The set B is equal to only vowels A, E, I, O, U. A, E, I, O, U. This is what a set of all the English alphabets. B is set of vowels in our English alphabet. Okay. So here B subset A or A subset B. B subset A or A subset B. Here B subset A is correct. A does not subset B. Why? Because B are only the vowels in this set. B is the set of the vowels. Here set of the vowels in English alphabet. Here set of all English alphabets. So if you are taking B subset A, means all the elements of B present in A set. Okay, so this is a B subset of A, but not A subset B. Why A does not subset B? Here all the elements of A not present in B. All the elements of A not present in B. So finally B subset A. B subset A. Okay, see, for example, A is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. A is equal to 1 2 3 4 5, B is equal to 1 2 3, C equal to 2 3 4, D equal to 2 3 4 5, E equal to 3 4 5, F equal to 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5. Here A is equal to the set of A is equal to 1 2 3 4 5, and set B is equal to 1 2 3, and set C 2 3 4, D 2 3 4 5, E 3 4 5, F 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, now so here A is belongs to B, or B is belongs to A. Sorry, B subset A subset B, or B subset A. Here B is subset A. Why? Because here B, all the elements of B is present in the A. All the elements of B is present in the A. So here A does not subset B. Why? Because here A 1 2 3 4 5, B 1 2 3, all the elements of A does not present in the B set. So A does not subset B. Here B subset A. And see here C also subset A, D also subset A, E also subset A. Here F is 1 2 3 4 5. Here F also subset A. But here one more difference here. These all are B subset A, and C subset A, and D subset A, and E subset A, and F also subset A. Why? Because all the elements of F present in A. But these four are proper subsets. These four are proper subsets. Why we can call it as proper subsets? Why? Because here some more elements, here 1 2 3, 1 2 3, some elements are present in the A. Okay, here should not match all the elements of B and all the elements of A sets. Okay, so here 1 2 3 element, the set B having how many elements? 1 2 3. This 1 2 3 is present in 1 2 3 4 5. Here set C 2 3 4. This 2 3 4 elements in 1 2 3 4 5. And D 2 3 4 5 is element in 1 2 3 4 5. E 3 4 5 is element in 1 2 3 4 5. But coming to last one, F subset A. This one also F subset A. But this is not a proper subset. Why? Because all the elements of F present in all the elements of A. Okay, F has same elements 1 2 3, and A has, the set A has same elements 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, if all the elements of present of the, if all the elements of F set present in all the elements in A set, those set we can call it as not a proper set. Not a proper set. Subset, but not a proper subset. These all are proper subsets, and this is a only subset. Okay, next, how many subsets are there in the given set? How many subsets are there in the given set? For example, I am taking A is equal to 1 2 3. A is equal to set of 1 2 3. In this set, how many subsets are there? How many number of subsets? So how we can find out how many number of subsets? See, I am writing here all the possibilities we can write. Okay, first I am writing single elements. Here 1 2 and 3. 1 2 3, set of 1, set of 2, set of 3, completed. Next we are taking two elements, 1 2 and 1 3, and we can start from 2 2 3. Finally 1 2 3, and one more null set. One more null set. Null set is a subset of the every set. Null set is subset of every set. So here 1 2 3, 1 2 1 3 2 3, 1 2 3, and a null set. Should not be repeat the elements in the set. Here 1 2 3 means 2 3 1. We don't want to write 2 3 1 here. One more set. Okay, should not be repeat the elements in the set. Here 1 2 1 3 2 3 1 2 3, and the null set. So how many subsets are there for the given set? 1 2 3, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. And last one is Last one is what? Empty set is a subset of the all the sets. Empty set is subset of all the set. Why? Because here elements are not available. Elements are not there in the null set. So null set is a subset of the every set. Null set is subset of every set. So here how many subsets are total? 8 subsets. Number of subsets is equal to 8. Number of subsets is equal to 8. How we can check how many number of subsets? Based on the formula 2 power n. Based on 2 power n is equal to here n, where n is equal to number of elements in the set. Number of elements in the set. Number of elements in the set. So based on 2 power n formula, easily we have to identify for the given set how many subsets are there, how many number of subsets. So here given sets, how many elements are there? 3 elements. So here what is the value of n? N is equal to 3. Once you check it, 2 power 3 is equal to 8. So once you check it, how many subsets are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. With empty set 8. For example, how many proper subsets are there in the given set? How many proper subsets are in the given set? The proper subset formula 2 power n minus 1. 2 power n minus 1. So 2 power n means 2 cube minus 1, that is equal to 8 minus 1, that is 7. Then which one is eliminated in this? Proper subset means which one is eliminated in this? So this is not a proper subset. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Just now we have discussed about that. If all the elements of A is present in all the elements of B, that is not a proper subset. Okay, these all are proper subsets except 1, 2, 3. Here 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3 both are same, no? So this is not a proper subset. So what is the proper subset? Number of proper subset, how we should find out? Based on 2 power n minus 1 formula. Here n is number of elements in the given set. So 2 power 3 minus 1 equal to 8 minus 1 equal to 7. Okay. Next. Okay. See one more example. A is equal to PQ. A is equal to the set of PQ and the B is equal to PQR. And C is equal to PQRS. Okay, so A is equal to the elements PQ, B is equal to PQR and C is equal to PQRS. See here A is subset to B. A is subset to B. Why? Because all the elements of A is present in the B set. Next, B is subset of C. B is subset of C. Here B, PQR, all the elements of B is present in the element C. So B subset C. If A subset B and B subset C, and then A is also subset C. A is also subset to C. Once you check it and verify, A subset B is correct now. So B subset C, then A also subset to C. Here A, PQ and C, PQRS. So these PQ elements are present in the set C. Okay, so if finally if A subset B and B subset C, then A subset C also. Okay, how we should represent in the Venn diagram? See, already we know for mu we have to draw a rectangle. To draw a rectangular box, representation of rectangular mu. Okay, the symbol of universal set is mu. Mu is complete set. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, first we can go to from small to bigger. Okay, C set is 4. This is the 4. This is C. Next one is 3, 4. 3, 4. This is the B. Next A 2, 3, 4. A 2, 3, 4. Once you check it here, the set C is equal to the element, only one element, that is 4. The set B, this is the Venn diagram, this is the diagram of B. In the B, 3 and 4, two elements are there in A set. in A diagram 2 3 4 three elements are there. The remaining 2 3 4 the remaining is mu. Okay now, so mu set, universal set. So here 2 3 4 covered, the remaining are 1 and 5 6 7, 1 5 6 7. So completely the universal set in the sense what? Set of all the elements, set of different types of sets. Okay, so here 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, like that we have to check it once. So universal set is equal to what here? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and set A is equal to 2 3 4, set B is equal to 3 4, and set C is equal to 4. Set C is equal to 4. Set C is equal to 4. So based on this diagram, how we should represent the subset? Here C is a subset of B. C is subset of B, and B is subset of A, and A is subset of mu. Yes or no? B, A is subset of mu. All the elements of C is present in B element. All the elements of B present in A. All the elements of A are present in the mu sets. Okay, like that we have to represent the elements and represent the sets in the diagram. Represent in the diagram. Okay, thank you. Next class we are going to discuss about how we should represent the Venn diagrams with operations. Okay, thank you.